Welcome to the Friday edition of the Snews. Today we bring you our NFL picks for the weekend. Now here's how we're going to do it. Ahmad and I agree on the following outcomes this weekend. We both like Chicago to beat Cleveland, Detroit to beat the Rams, the Ravens knock Denver from the ranks of the unbeaten, Jets will beat Miami at home, Tennessee and Vince Young gets a win over Jacksonville, San Diego over Oakland, Arizona over Carolina, Green Bay will beat Minnesota. We agree on that. There are 5 games we have differing opinions on. Here we go. In fact, let's start with Houston at Buffalo. Who you got?
I'm going to go with the Texans here. Last week I picked against them when they beat San Francisco. Matt Schaub leads the NFL in passing. Andre Johnson is leader in receptions. Owen Daniels is also doing a great job at tight end.
Yeah.
I think this offense is going to be too explosive for Buffalo. Houston wins.
Despite the fact that I'm wearing a Matt Schaub jersey, this is because I lost a bet, and Gary Kubiak thinks this is funny. Matt Schaub leads the NFL in passing. I don't care, because I know this. Trent Edwards will throw 3 touchdown passes, all to his tight end. Buffalo wins at home. Let's move down to San Francisco at Indianapolis. Now, allow me to go first, because I think this is easy. Everybody watching this knows that the Colts are going to win this game. They're rested. Peyton Manning's unstoppable. Colts are going to win. Now, you explain why you're taking the Niners.
They gave up 140 yards to Ronnie Brown, and here's what I think. Frank Gore is back. He only got 13 carries for 33 yards in the last game, but I think this is the game. He comes out. He's got something to prove. He's been injured. We all know that this guy, he rushed for 180 yards before he was injured. He can get it done if he controls the clock by rushing the football the way that he can. Indianapolis has no chance of scoring, and their offense is the strength of their team.
You're wrong. Okay, the Giants at Philadelphia. This could be great. Now, I will admit, I don't feel very, very strongly about this, mostly because I'm not sure the Giants are going to lose back-to-back-to-back. But I'm taking Philadelphia in this game. At home, the karma that they've got right now from the Phillies being right next door, those stadiums are right next to each other. It's going to be a great day in Philadelphia. But I think the Eagles, Jeremy Maclin, okay, he's explosive. LaShawn McCoy is explosive. Deshaun Jackson is explosive. Everybody's hurt. I don't care about injuries. Everybody's hurt. This is the game. Michael Vick makes a difference in the game. I'm taking the Eagles.
There's no way in the world Michael Vick's going to make a difference here. You know why? Because Brandon Jacobs is going to do exactly what Frank Gore is going to do versus Indianapolis. He's going to rush the football. I like the rushing tandem between Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw. I think they get it done, and Eli Manning will refuse to have his team lose to a division opponent. He's going to come up big.
We'll see. The Monday night game, Atlanta at New Orleans. Are you going to watch the World Series? Or are you going to watch Monday Night Football? Drew Brees and the Saints at home after what they did last week in Miami. I am not picking against these guys. The Patriots went 16-0. Why can't the Colts? Why can't the Saints? Pardon me. That's who I got.
If you notice my trend, all the undefeateds will get beaten because of the groundwork that the opposing teams will do. It's time for the Atlanta Falcons to prove that they had one of the most potent rushing attacks a year ago. They get it done against New Orleans, and Greg Williams and this defense, a guy who cut me from Buffalo, darn it.
The 5th game we disagree on, maybe a little bit of surprise. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You make your case.
Well, it's the Cowboys. They looked pretty good yesterday, and they're in the hunt. They're in the thick of the beast of the East, so to speak. So I think that they're going to come out. I think it's going to be a defensive game. I don't know if Tony Romo will come out and be spectacular with numbers, but I think the defense is going to make enough plays versus overrated and a team that's just at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to offense in Seattle.
Seattle was feeling good about themselves. Then they got held to 3 points. It was not a good time in practice for Jim Mora's group. This is the kind of game Dallas loses. This is the kind of game Tony Romo just kind of scratches his head. Gosh, I thought we were good. I just did what I always did. This is where he lacks his leadership skills. Seattle is going to go into Dallas, and they're going to beat. Tony Romo locks in on Miles Austin. Now, we've seen it for 2 weeks now. It happened to work out in his favor, but that is something a good defensive coach is going to spy. And I think Jim Mora and company make Tony Romo pay. I think Romo throws 3 picks.
Don't take what this
Seattle wins the game. That's the Snooze for this Friday. Paying off a bet. Get a good look before it makes me have a rash. Ahmad Brooks, John Madani. Check out our Longhorn predictions over at BevoBoulevard.com.